Welcome back everyone, and thanks for joining me for another episode of my Pairs 2020 Master League with Manchester United. In the previous episode, we just about got past Bayern Munich in the Champions League to advance through to the quarterfinals. We'll be finding out who we're up against a bit later on in this episode. But kicking today's episode off, we travel down to the capital to take on Tottenham in the Premier League. Here are the team lineups then, looking at Spurs. They do have the likes of Eriksen still in the team. He starts along with Son and Dele Alli and Harry Kane. For United, it's Fernandes, Pogba in midfield and Rashford, Greenwood, Maddison and Martial going forwards in a 4-2-3-1. It's a direct ball straight to Harry Kane. Here is Son now. Gets his shot away. It's too easy in the end for David De Gea. Catching practice, if anything. Dele Alli finds Ndombele. He's playing quite wide here today. Marcus Rashford wins the ball for United. On the move down the left-hand side. Using that pace to his advantage. Gets into the box and finds Martial. Would have been quite the simple goal that for Manchester United. In the end, it's Davinson Sanchez that sticks his foot out and blocks the attack from United. It's going to be a corner. Son gets dispossessed, gets teamed up on. It's a poor touch. It's a challenge there. Lucas Moura finds Harry Kane. Chances going a missing here. Christian Eriksen finds Son. Great passing from Spurs this. Dele Alli through the middle once more. Harry Kane lays it off for Lucas Moura. What a save. Marcus Rashford off once more. Look at the space opening up for Paul Pogba. Rashford finds Pogba. Pogba around the keeper. And what a time to score for Manchester United. Right on the stroke of half-time. It's completely changed the landscape now of this game. And what a finish from Pogba. It's absolute criminal from Spurs to allow so much space for Rashford, to allow that space to open up at the central of defence as well for Pogba to get in. Son. Nice bit of dribbling there from Son. Finds Dele Alli. Harry Kane turns onto his favourite right side. It's a venomous shot. And it's gone sailing over. Again, for Spurs, it's great build-up play. But that final product, it's just not there at the moment. Martial finds Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Space for Pogba. Oof. Good save from the keeper. Danger still there. James Maddison hits it first time. I think it took a deflection there. That may have been heading into the back of the net, if not for the extra bodies in the box. Paul Pogba unfortunate not to find the back of the net with that first shot, and yeah, it did. It's going to be a United corner. Lucas Moura. Easy. Finds Harry Kane. Turns, shoots. Saved by De Gea once more. Son with the follow-up. And he finally loses it. Here is Lucas Moura. Again, finds Harry Kane. Does well. Turns. Oh my word. David De Gea in inspired form again today. Martial does well to hold up the ball there. Finds the run of Dan James. Swings it in. Looking for Rashford. And the keeper down to it quickly. It's all over then here. On the Tottenham Hotspur ground. It's finished 1-0 to Manchester United. That's a big win here. So there is a league table. The league title pretty much out of sight now, with just 6 games remaining. But we have opened that distance between ourselves and Spurs. Nothing to worry about there. All of our attention now really on the Champions League. We are in the quarterfinals, and that is coming up next. But quickly looking at that league table though, we've got to be so careful of Chelsea. We don't want to be dropping down to 4th. Last season we finished 3rd. It looks like we're heading in that same direction. We haven't really improved this season compared to last. So big things need to be happening in the summer, I think. So then up next in the Champions League for Manchester United, we travel to Italy. We travel to Milan, to the San Siro, to take on Inter Milan in the first leg. So we're away for the first leg. Advantage to United. Should be an interesting one. So here's what our schedule looks like then. So we've just had the international break. We've got Inter Milan next. Then we're back at home to take on Watford. Then we play Inter in the second leg. Then we've got Leicester, Bournemouth, semi-finals if we make it in the Champions League in the first leg. Stoke, and just a couple more after that. Here is the team of the month for March. Aubameyang and Aguero. Seems like such a formidable front two that at the moment, going by the amount of goals they're racking up, those two. Anthony Martial and Pogba once again, the only two United players in that team, and Jack Cork, Gudmundsson was brilliant against us when we played Burnley a couple of episodes ago. Well, here we are at the historic San Siro to take on Inter Milan in the Champions League quarterfinals first leg. This was always going to be an interesting one, this, not just because of the history between the two sides, but because of the three players that we've sold to them recently in Romelu Lukaku, Alexis Sanchez and Nemanja Matic, who we let go of in the summer, although only two of those three players start tonight for Inter Milan. For Manchester United, their form lately, after missing out on the Premier League title, this is an opportunity now to see if they can go all the way in the Champions League and at least salvage something from this once again disappointing season. Season 2 into this PES 2020 Master League, and we're yet to win any silverware. Here are the full team lineups then. So Matic, as we've already mentioned, starts, so does Romelu Lukaku. Alexis Sanchez is on the bench alongside Godin and Skriniar. It's a really strong bench as well, to be honest. For Manchester United's team, De Gea and goal, Maguire and Lindelof start, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes and James Maddison make up the midfield with Stengs, Rashford and Anthony Martial, who's in brilliant form, brilliant goal-scoring form lately. They all start for Manchester United. Sensi for Inter Milan as they look to start quickly here. Politano turns. Oh, what a block from Victor Lindelof. So he was just about to pull the trigger there. And again, Romelu Lukaku turns. Great volley. And that right there was almost the opening goal in this tie, in this Champions League quarter-final first leg. And what a goal it would have been. Look at that on the volley as well, on his favoured left-hand side. It's a good ball into the box. Looking for Anthony Martial from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. James Maddison finds Bruno Fernandes. Here is Paul Pogba. Bit of space opening up. Forces the save from the keeper. Rashford just about makes the pass there to Calvin Stengs. It's James Maddison going for a long range effort. So does Bruno Fernandes and hits the post. United getting closer and closer here. And Martial's header again clips the post, clips the crossbar. So unfortunate from United's point of view. They feel as though they should be a goal up, have that away goal as well. Here is Sanchez now. Come on in the second half here. Romelu Lukaku, two former United players linking up with one another, looking to send a message to their former team. Great burst of pace here from Rashford down the left-hand side. We saw this in that game against Spurs. Rashford going all the way and almost out of nothing create the first goal for United. Rashford does so well, using his strength, gets into the box, gets his shot away. It was just at a tight angle. Bruno Fernandes then with this free kick for United. 64 minutes on the clock. Some way out, but he can hit them and does. Hits the wall. United still have the ball though. Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Calvin Stengs. It's through for Mason Greenwood. There it is, the away goal. The first goal, first blood in this Champions League quarter-final tie. And it's come from the teenager Mason Greenwood, who just pokes it past the keeper. It's 1-0. And it all came from that free kick from Bruno Fernandes. Hit the wall. United maintained the pressure. Many bodies in the area. Stengs finds a way through for Mason Greenwood. Romelu Lukaku gets closed down quickly again. Candreva swings it in, finds Vecino. How is he missing that? Probably the best chance of the game so far. And it's just gone wide of the target. Unbelievable, look at that. Maddison, bit of space for Pogba onto his favourite right side. Again, so many venomous shots being taken in this game. So many being missed, not even hitting the target. United still turning the screw though. Lukaku showing a bit of control, which he failed to show in his time at United. Candreva. Play allowed to go on. And how about that? Sanchez out of nowhere. With a special moment for himself and for his new team in Inter Milan. It's 1-1, 84 minutes gone. What a finish. Celebrating as well against his former team. Wow. What a goal as well. Really was. The delivery from Lukaku. The assist. Play was allowed to go on here after the first challenge. Referee saw no harm, and it's the overhead kick from Sanchez really that's lit this game up. As you can see in slow motion how amazingly it was taken from Sanchez. Well, there we go. It's only half time in this Champions League quarter-final tie between Inter Milan and United, and it's all square. Well, up next for United, we're back at home to take on Watford then. Here are the team lineups. There are quite a few changes for United for today's game. Probably looking ahead to our next game, the second leg against Inter Milan. So Tuanzebe comes in. He partners alongside Maguire. Diogo Dalot is in for a tired Luke Shaw. McTominay back for Manchester United. And it's Angel Gomez that starts in the number 10 role going forwards alongside Rashford, Stengs and Anthony Martial. Bruno Fernandes also looking as though he is being rested ahead of our next game against Inter. Kiko finds Will Hughes. Good play from Watford. Looking confident on the ball, to be fair. Pogba does so poorly to win the ball back for United. To keep hold of it. It's in for Will Hughes and it's 1-0. Watford a goal up, 69 minutes gone. The Watford fans in absolute raptures, as you'd expect. Getting a result against United at Old Trafford. That's something every Watford fan would revel in, no doubt. Every team would like to come to Old Trafford and get a result. Only few do so. Well, it's all over then. United failed to produce anything in this game, and it's seen them drop all 3 points against a tireless Watford. Well, disappointing. Really does go from bad to worse for United in the league. Towards the end, our final couple of games of the season, we just seem as though we're either getting a draw here or just dropping all 3 points in a game there. We just can't seem to put a string of good results together. We just can't seem as though we can pick up some momentum, really, as we now find ourselves just 2 points above Chelsea, who are 4th. It all comes down to this then. A place in the Champions League semi-final up for grabs as both Manchester United and Inter Milan head into the second leg all square. 1-1 it finished in the first leg. After the dust settles after the next 90 minutes, who will it be that's advances through to the next round? Here is Manchester United's lineup. Lindelof is back, as well as Luke Shaw and Bruno Fernandes, and also Mason Greenwood, who got the first goal for Manchester United in that first leg. A few changes, a few strong changes for Inter Milan. Skriniar and Godin starts alongside Chiellini as the back three, and it's Alexis Sanchez who scored the equaliser. He starts alongside Romelu Lukaku, and Martinez up front. It's going to be an interesting one. Kranevitter wins the ball back, walks straight into the path of Martial, who wins it for Rashford. Skriniar clears, just launches it away. Here's Martial now. Beats Godin to the punch. Martial whips it in, looking for Mason Greenwood. Skriniar clears again. Inter put under some pressure here, and it's a poor first touch from Fosu Mensah. Martinez finds space for Asamoah. Romelu Lukaku. Easy, comfortable for David De Gea as Lukaku pulled the trigger. Warning signs all around for Manchester United as Inter Milan, they've grown into the game after just 10 minutes gone, as Chiellini, a captain for Inter, almost made it 1-0. Another corner for Inter Milan then. It's in for Romelu Lukaku. His header goes sailing into the Stretford end. Always the aerial threat is Romelu Lukaku. Here is Politano now. Finds Martinez. Great first touch to Barbella. And it's gone wide. Well, Manchester United seem as though they're going to keep allowing Inter Milan shots at goal into the second half. Inter come forwards again. It's Barbella out wide to Politano. Having some trouble down the right side with United at the moment. Pogba loses out and David De Gea with a costly mistake for Manchester United. He's put the ball into the back of his own net. Barella will claim the goal. David De Gea just couldn't stop it. Such a powerful shot. It goes into the side of his net. It's 1-0 Inter. 2-1 on aggregate here. The clock is ticking. Romelu Lukaku against his former side has found a way through. De Gea off his line. And it's dribbled through for Dries Mertens, who's made it 2-0 on the night and 3-1 on aggregate. And surely that header is now the final nail in the coffin towards Manchester United's campaign in this season's Champions League. Of course, the former United boys, Sanchez and Lukaku, will be loving that one. It's Lukaku that found his way through. He'll be disappointed that he didn't score first time, but that will do for Inter. Well, time's pretty much up here at Old Trafford for United. They're going to keep attacking now. Bruno Fernandes here going all the way. Fernandes finds Rashford. It's in. It's a goal. Could we be in for yet another famous comeback from Manchester United at Old Trafford in the Champions League? Could you just imagine? Can it happen? We're going to find out. Rashford, the glimmer of hope for United and its fans. United come forwards again. It's Calvin Stengs. Finds Dan James, hits it. Oh, keeper. Fingertip save, pushes it over the crossbar. It's going to be a United corner. Stalling the referee's final whistle here. United aren't dead just yet. It's all over. United are out of the Champions League once again. Thanks for watching, guys.